So, I've just been to see the Meat Man, and I went to his house. This whole thing is still very, very odd. Turns out he was a meat man for a day, and the guy he was working for was racist. He went back to the job centre where he got the job from, and he said, this guy, he's racist. And they went, yeah, we know. And he went, well, I don't want to work for him. He's a complete racist. And the job centre just went, yeah, okay, that's fine. So very odd. They must have thought or known he was a racist, and but just it's probably why this racist guy's using the job centre, because he can go through a lot of people because no one wants to work with him, something like that. Anyway, that's the normal bit. The rest of the few hours was spent doing some rather odd stuff. I turned up and we had a little conversation about the job, the one job, so I'm not totally crazy. He was fine with that. He is a neuroscientist, or was. Anyway, he took me down the garden and through a field about half a mile to the edge of a field and then down into a dip. Right. He said he was going to show me something. To be honest, I was a bit scared. But anyway, we went along in this dip. Sorry, and there was a hole, and he said climb in this hole, and I was like, what? You want me to climb in this hole? He said yes. I was like, you first. And he was like, oh, fair enough. And he disappeared down this hole. Very, very odd. Anyway, I followed him. And we came into a room with roots round it. Quite amazing, actually. And there was 3 guys in there. Well, 2 guys and what looked like a woman. But I'm not sure. Anyway, these guys, well, one of the guys was very angry. He looked odd. Well, he was dressed like an American. He said he was from America, and he was going on about this. Disc thing, and something to do with the world. Very, very angry. They were having a meeting. I was involved in the meeting. I don't know why. He said I've got a role to play. Anyway, there was one of the guys. He was really small, kind of elf-like, and the woman looked like a witch. But anyway, it was very brief. One of them, the witch, was very annoyed that I was even there. So she mumbled something, and then the meat man said, "We've got to leave." And I was like, okay, let's go. I tried to say bye to the witch. She wasn't having it. The American guy and the other guy, the smaller guy that looked like an elf, he was. They said bye. They didn't seem to mind, but I don't think they were from round here. Maybe the witch was. Anyway, we went back out of the hole, walked back across the field, and I had a cup of tea with the meat man. Trivial conversation, but very, very interesting. As in, the bizarreness of what just happened. We didn't talk a lot about it. He just said, come back next week, and everything will be okay with the witch. So next week I'm going to go back on a Thursday. And that'll be that. So yeah, just an update on the meat man. I know it's quite far out, but that's what happened. So yeah, anyway, I'll update you next week and maybe do a few videos in between, if I feel like it. Okay.